All right, good morning, Sunrise fam. Welcome back to the show. So back to school is always a stretch on the pocket, yeah? But this year, there's some relief rolling in. The Jamaica Urban Transit Company is giving students a free pass to ride JUTC buses all through September and October. So to break down how it works, we're joined by Chantal Thompson, Corporate Communications Manager, and Nathalia Palomino, Marketing and Sales Manager. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Did y'all park up your JUTC bus outside on your way in this morning?
Sure. And yellow.
All right, Nathalia, let's throw it over to you. Go ahead, IT.
I was trying to find out earlier, what was the motivation behind this initiative?
Yeah.
Well, at JUTC, we believe that education is the key to success, right? And we're bridging the gap between education and transportation by providing safe, reliable service. So we've been working with schools throughout the year. Earlier in the year, we went to lots of schools. Today, we're at Glenmore. Yesterday, we were at KC. And earlier in the year, when we started our Smart Ride with Smart Fare program, we gave students $100 free for their first Smart Fare card. So this is just natural for us to just have something a back to school program that geared towards our students.
Chantal, let me ask you. There's been so much of a conversation happening around progress and movement and advancement within JUTC. For those who may not know, what are some of the things that have happened in the last few months, I mean, up to a couple of years ago, that people may not be aware of?
So first, we officially launched our Ride Right with Smart Fare campaign. Which is our Smart Fare card. We've also been focusing on our customer care center, where some of our customer care agents and guide, they're being trained with the Disability Foundation to assist with persons on the ground. We've received some new buses. As we were having a conversation earlier, these new buses have charging ports. We have a large undercarriages now where you can now fit suitcase if you're going home. Coming up, for somebody that lives in Manila, that's a big deal for me. We've also launched a lot of new routes, and Nathalia can speak more on it, but coming next week, we'll be launching a rural express service, which you can go from Kingston to Manila, Kingston to Ocho Rios, Kingston to Montego Bay, Kingston to Negril, and coming soon, once the roads are fixed, Kingston to Port Antonio. So a lot of things are happening. We also want to highlight, our rural school bus service, where, kids will still ride free from September to October, but after October is literally just $50. So a lot of things are always happening at JUTC.
When we hear that it is free, then you're going to experience an increase in the demand and the number of students who are going to participate. How are you preparing for this increased demand, and how is the operations, the plan to ensure that this is smooth?
Right, so every year we do anticipate an increase in student ridership. One thing we want to let people know that our student base commuters is our largest segment. So we have concession categories fall into the disabled, the students, and the elderly. And let me tell you, it's a large customer base. We have certain routes that during peak season for students, 95% of the persons in the buses are students. So we anticipate this. We have the service planning department that creates new schedules and ensure that, the correct number of buses are on the route, especially during peak season. We have the operations manager, the depot managers working closely with maintenance to ensure that we send out all our buses on the first day of school. So this initiative it's just well needed for our Jamaican people, because back to school tends to be a cost, a strain on our pockets. I'm a first-time mother, and I'm telling you, if I could get free transportation to drop and pick up my daughter, I would be really pleased with that.
Well, let me ask you this. What does someone need to access the free transportation? Is there anything we need to do in particular, Chantal?
Sure. So once you're a student and in your uniform, that works. However, we understand that tertiary level students may not have uniforms, so you could show your valid school ID, not an expired one, a valid one to show that you're currently in school. And our drivers will also be verifying that your ID is still valid. And might I add, I just wanted to also speak about, it's a big deal for us, UWI, and UTech, some reps tweeted something about, boy, you know, I wish JUTC could help us because we finished class, right? So we were summoned into a meeting, and coming out of that meeting, we have some special routes that will be catering for UE and UTech students, especially for classes that ends late. So we'll be putting that out soon, and that's a big deal for us because, you know, that's one of the things that we want to provide, safe and affordable transportation.
But I also think the bigger deal in that is you offer a service. That's great. But the service is nothing if the people who participate or use a service aren't satisfied.
Right.
So it's hearing the call, it's listening to the call,
the tweets,
and making the adjustment to serve the population. That is fantastic.
Yes. And it's inclusive too, because I'm here thinking that I need to put on my uniform to access the service. I know if I turn up in my school uniform, my khaki shorts.
But do you have a valid school ID?
That's what I'm talking about.
Who's going to question him with this grey beard? That's nobody.
Of course. I mean, still be a student.
Can masters
in khaki shorts, Natalia? Wait a minute.
Hat.
I'm a US student.
In khaki shorts, sure.
Don't follow me, students, all right?
Do not.
But I'm liking the fact that it is broad. It's not only for primary high school, but it's also for tertiary students.
Yes, definitely. No children is left behind. We follow the motto by the Ministry of Education, every child counts. They're the future of our country, and we should not leave them behind. So we're catering to them.
Let me just ask, I know it isn't in what we're discussing today, but I'm looking at the Ride Right with Smart Fare.
Yes.
Is there something that anyone can tap into to be a part of that program?
Okay, so let me tell you about the Ride Right with Smart Fare. We launched it about, I think it was around February.
Okay.
And it's geared towards our 3 categories. So we have the JUTC CARES program, where Chantal mentioned, where we trained our staff to better engage with the disabled community. And it also teaches our commuters, you know, if you see an elderly come on the bus, you know, give them a seat. We have special assigned seats on our buses for the vulnerable community. Also, we have the Ride Right, keep your ticket in sight, where we're saying to our commuters, our adult commuters, if you do not use your Smart Fare card and have to pay cash, keep your tickets with you. We also have a big safety message to our students, and we continue to get this out there, especially when we're visiting our school. And it's pretty much saying, while you wait on a JUTC bus, stand in line, and that is for your safety and better for us as well. So that is just how we incorporated the Ride Right with Smart Fare campaign, and it's a constant message that we have going out to our students, to our commuters, and trust me, it sits well with everybody.
Of course.
And the Smart Fare is the new card that we've launched this year, so we would have just married the two.
So how do I get my card?
We'll sort out your
She's a girl. She can help you.
People go into the office to get their card and then load it up with money?
Yes. So we've been on the road a lot. You know, as mentioned before, our target is students.
Yes.
So after the free initiative, our students will only pay $20 with a Smart Fare card. And we want to take this opportunity to send out a message to all our students. Please contact us if you want us to come into your schools to create these cards for your students. We have a mobile team. They're actively working. As mentioned before, yesterday we were in KC, today we're in Glenmere. And as long as you call us, we'll come running, and we have everything on board to facilitate creating cards for the students.
And we also have the ticket offices too. You could also get your Smart Fare card at the downtown ticket office, the Spanish Town, nearby the Halfway Tree Transport Centers. And there's also different vendors in different parishes that, you know, marketing had set up, so you don't have to always come into Kingston, Spanish Town, or downtown to get your card as well.
All that information is on our JUTC LTD social media pages.
A lot of information.
A lot is out there. A lot. Sometimes we have to hold back and say, okay, not today, because we don't want it to get lost in the message.
Right.
Everything you need to know about JUTC is on our social media pages.
JUTC LTD?
Yes, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Well, X.
Go find the information, because the information is there. Remember, this service is here for you to tap into. So now that you know that JUTC has a lot on offer, what you need to do is go and find the information, go and get your Smart Fare card, sort out yourself so that you take your free ride September and October, and then come November morning, you have your Smart Fare card. Easy peasy, yeah?
Yes.
So we're gonna students, JUTC LTD.
That's correct.
You go. All right, that was Chantal Thompson and Natalia Palomino from JUTC reminding us that students can hop on board at no cost this September and October.
Free.
And then remember, after that, just get your Smart Fare card.
Yes.
So it's easier to transport yourself day in, day out when you just bloops with your card. Yeah? All right. After the break, we're keeping the back to school vibes going with Ask Your Nighty. We have some helpful tips for you parents. IT,
Khaki shorts.
you don't happy say you don't have back to school no more?
Listen, my younger daughter is going to UE. I thought I was done.
Me have shoes a polish and man in time. Hey.